What's good, y'all? Prince Sports here, coming at you with another one. This one is brought to you by sparkling water. No, this is not wine. It's just sparkling water. See? You can just do this. If that was wine, I wouldn't be able to guzzle that like this. Pause. They not like us. They not like us. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. I'm not a fan of that song, but it's catchy, so I guess he's doing something right. But nevertheless, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about Luka the Don. Drink the coffee and make you feel better. Now, a lot of you people here on YouTube, you don't understand meanings of things anymore. You don't know the difference between a role player, an all-star, and a superstar. You don't know the difference between a most improved player and an MVP. They're different. All right? You don't know the difference between a rookie of the year and this and that. You guys are lost. There's definitions for all these things. You do realize that, right? And throughout the history of basketball, guys that have won things doing it in different fashions, even if it was consistently every year, right? Because that's the part of being a person. You grow. A business grows. A person grows. Your skill set grows. And if it grows to the highest ceiling there is, you get rewarded for it. But you have to keep growing each and every year. It's progress. And that brings me to Luka the Don. A lot of you guys overrate Luka. He's overrated by the media. He's definitely overvalued because he's a guy that produced a lot of big numbers. Another stat stuffer, right? But those stats don't lead to winning. He's another guy that if you was to have a business, this is what his stats is. If you have a business and you don't make profit, right? But on paper, it looks like you're doing quite well for yourself, right? But then you realize, hold on, I'm spending more than I make money. Pretty soon, I'm going to have to file for bankruptcy. Pretty soon, my company going to have to go out of business. That's Luka. Your stats don't lead to winning. You've been playing basketball since 2018. You have never stiffed a 1-3 seed. As a matter of fact, 2023, you missed the whole postseason. But your stats is there, right? And that's the problem with a lot of you people. You know, by that logic, if you know what it is, you know what it is. Listen. Just cause you produce big numbers don't mean you deserve to be rewarded for it if it don't lead to winning. This is sports. The end game is still winning. That's why we have the playoffs. All right? That's why we have the regular season. So you could win to get to the postseason. It still ends in winning. Okay? Do you understand that? And winning and Luka's name don't go in the same sentence a lot. So the fact that you put this guy in MVP conversations, and if you look at the history of MVPs, guys on lower seed teams never really got MVPs. Do you have exceptions to the rules like Russell Westbrook? That's only because he averaged a triple-double. Proves my point even more that if you're doing something outstanding and you're having a breakthrough year, you're emerging as a superstar, then maybe even if you are a 6 seed, you may sneak and win an MVP. But that still doesn't mean you deserve it. Because a lower seed team and a superstar on a lower seed team can easily produce fool's gold and empty numbers because somebody got to shoot the ball, somebody got to get stats up, right? So you should never reward losing. You should always reward the guy that's on a 1-3 seed. And commonly, criteria-wise, unspoken, the NBA has always rewarded guys that's on higher seeded teams. That was dominant. That played lights out. Showstopper. Right? did something that some other players didn't do. Stood out, right? And he don't necessarily have to be the best player in the world, but he has to be blockbuster. Because part of winning the MVP award is the entertainment value. You have to have some 50-point games for the crowd to chant your name and say, MVP, MVP. And those big-time games, you have those classic regular season games that you have stuck on the brain because you got to stimulate the brain. Those get MVPs votes from people. Those what make people say, yo, this dude is hot. He that hot. N-I-G-G-A. Shout out to Bobby Swarmer, whatever his name is. Forget the dude's name. Sorry, man, I just butchered your name. But nevertheless, Luka is another byproduct of NBA hype. And one of the reasons why this generation's NBA hasn't problems with ratings. It has problems with keeping people to respect certain players because guys put up empty numbers that don't lead to winning. You have all the good stats in the world, but you can't win? Something's problematic here. Didn't Luka play with Jalen Brunson? Then you playing with Kyrie Irving, and thank God you're finally winning now. And maybe you may beat the guy that deserves the MVP in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But make no mistakes about it, that's a regular season award. You have your chance to prove that, hey, I'm better than this guy. Because both of you are playing with good talent around you to win games. There, I said it. Drink the coffee, make you feel better. Prince Sports out. Peace.